Okay, so ito yung kauna-unahang Realme smartphone that we'll be talking about on my YouTube channel, which is the Realme C67. Hey guys, it's your tech girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Yes, Realme is back with another budget phone. Their first phone was the Realme Note 50, kauna-unahang phone that is part of their Note series. And of course, the very first phone then na lumabas with their new branding, which is their Make It Real. What I got here is the Sunny Oasis, and kung mapapansin nyo, yung kanyang camera module is a bit new for Realme. And also, wag kayong malito guys, meron din pong Realme C67 na isa pa, pero 5G version na round naman yung kanyang camera setup. I have yet to find out kung yung 5G version ng smartphone na to ay malalaunch here in the Philippines as well. And since wala tayong unboxing on TikTok, let's do a quick one. Hindi mawawala yung ating panundot. Syempre, may safety guide tayo at clear jelly case. May 33 watts SuperVOOC charger din siya at syempre ang ating USB-C cable. So, bukod sa camera na pag-uusapan natin mamaya, very obvious naman na they focused on its design. Which is kadalasan din kapag design ang focus ng isang phone, it's typically targeted towards Gen Zs. According to the brand, the design is inspired with the concept of nature. So, bukod sa green colorway niya, meron din siyang subtle streaks of lines. It's also very matte on this part, pero kapag pumunta tayo dito sa bandang camera, meron siyang konting gloss or shine that emphasizes the 108 megapixels AI camera. Now, if green is not the type of color you want on your smartphone, this is also available in black. And in fairness guys, no, kung mapapansin nyo, kahit na medyo mumurahin nga lang itong phone ng Realme, meron siyang gold lining all over it and even doon sa mismong cameras niya that gives it a very elegant look. Overall, despite it being a budget device, in fairness naman guys, hindi na compromise yung kanyang build quality. The front glass and even the back panel guys feels durable and I think is very capable to withstand everyday use. So despite it being a budget phone, I'm glad that Realme did not compromise ang kanyang build quality. And since usapang durability na rin naman to guys, yung Realme C67 actually has an IP rating. IP54 certification to be exact. So yes, kahit papano it has dust and water resistance. It's good dahil may mga times na very unpredictable din yung exposure natin sa araw-araw when it comes to rain or even spills. Actually, alam nyo, lahat naman ng standard buttons nasa kanya, same placement with the previous Realme C smartphones. And yes, don't worry, may headphone jack pa rin po tayo dito sa phone na to. And of course, hindi mawawala, yes, this phone comes with a set of stereo speakers. Yung isang speaker po ay nasa ilalim as usual and the other one doubles as the earpiece at the top. So kung gusto niyo marinig yung audio quality, eto siya. Okay, so let's deep dive on its display dahil marami rin akong gustong sabihin sa kanyang mini capsule. Well, recently on budget smartphones, usong-uso ang pagkakaroon ng OLED display. But since that is not the selling point of this phone, syempre kanya-kanya naman yan, hindi na masama since it comes with a 6.72 inches of IPS LCD display with a 1080p resolution. Kahit papano, with its screen size, it offers clear and sharp visual experience, which is beneficial guys for everyday use, browsing social media, watching videos, and even while reading. But what I noticed, dito sa phone na to, mataas ang peak brightness niya. And isa pa, hindi man ito AMOLED, I noticed that the brightness is quite high for a budget device. Typical brightness kasi guys is 800 nits, and usually sufficient enough to for indoor use, but with this phone, aabot siya ng 950 nits. Again, it may not match the vibrancy and yung deep blacks ng isang phone na merong AMOLED display. But again, I noticed accurate pa rin naman kahit papano yung colors niya and yung contrast levels, satisfied naman ako. And sabi ko nga kanina sa inyo, yung mini capsule nito ay medyo maraming improvements na nadagdag compared to before. Noon yung Mini Capsule 1.0, charging or notification lang yung lalabas. Ngayon, medyo mas interactive siya, especially when playing music. Meron tayong sound wave animation. Lalabas yung music playback with time duration. Pwede tayong mag-swipe right para makapag-next ng music and swipe left for previous music. There is also now weather and events notifications. Now, I know these are cool again for a budget phone, but ito lang masasabi ko, I really hope Realme will eventually bring it as well on their number series. Number series, ito yung Realme 11 nila, Realme 10. Kumbaga, syempre yung medyo higher priced smartphones nila dahil nasasayangan kasi ako sa feature, lalo na if sa mga ganitong budget phone lang siya present. Now, in terms of its cameras, meron po siyang 108 megapixels with 3x in sensor zoom camera. So yes, for this phone, the brand is prioritizing zoom capabilities rather than having an ultra-wide camera. Bukod sa hardware guys, yung camera application mismo has a variety of modes and settings. Pwede tayong gumamit ng kanyang Pro mode for manual control over settings. May mga unique filters din siya for street photography mode. Overall, yung interface ng camera app is quick to access and responsive naman every time we change modes. So for us to be able to use the 108 megapixels fully, you have to capture images using the higher resolution option sa kanyang camera menu. Yes, it doesn't say here guys na it's 108 megapixels kasi dati no, kapag may budget phone tayo, it usually says 50 megapixels, 64 megapixels, 108 megapixels. So now we get high resolution. Anyway, for the video capabilities, it supports 1080p video recording at 30 FPS. May gyro EIS for stabilization din ito. It reduces shake, pero again, since may limitations tayo due to its chipset, don't expect na sobrang commendable niya. Now, for its front camera naman, this houses an 8 megapixels. The output is natural and it captures very clear images. Now, I know chipset is also very important sa lahat ng bumibili ng phone. But again, not every budget phone that will be released by every brand is made for gaming. This phone is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 685 chipset. And this 6nm processor technology consists of an octa-core CPU configuration. It's a very old chipset, but then again, let's consider the pricing. Pangalawa, kilala ko tong chipset na to be efficient in terms of performance. Designed to handle everyday tasks, providing smooth performance lalo na for average users. Both having an 8GB RAM, but you have an option between 128 and 256GB of storage. Hindi lang yon, we can still expand the maximum na 256GB by having up to 2TB of SD card. Obviously guys, itong smartphone na to, hindi niya aim to break performance record, but of course, rather provide a reliable and consistent user experience, which is again what most budget phones these days offer naman talaga. In terms of the interface, to be honest, malinis. Actually, mas malinis compared doon sa previous Xiaomi phone that we reviewed. So in terms of software, it is again uncluttered. Now in terms of battery and even charging, it's the usual, yung standard natin, which is the 5,000 mAh. But in terms of charging, in fairness, I like it. For average use, the phone can easily last throughout full day of use. But I appreciate Realme for being able to support this phone with a 33-watt super VOOC fast charging. Na-replenish agad natin yung battery from 0 to 50% in approximately 30 minutes lang, which is again impressive sa kanyang price bracket. Always remember kapag ganitong klase ng mga smartphones, laging or usually 18 watts lang. To me, it's a good balance between speed and battery health. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung price and value for money niya. To be honest, I like where Realme is going these days, lalo na din doon sa kanilang bagong launch na Realme Note 50 phone. Though nagulat lang ako kasi yung Note, we all know, we tend to associate it with a flagship naming, alam niyo na kung bakit. Pero nagulat ako kahit papaano how good the specs are for its price. Again, laging tatandaan, kapag tayo ay magdedemand ng magandang specs, always look at its price. And wala pong budget phone na nag-excel in every aspect. Laging may compromise, lalong-lalo na again, if mura lang. So I do think this phone caters to people who both want an advanced and as well as smartphones that offers balanced combination of features that are again more than sufficient for the average users. Now for the price, itong Realme C67 again available in two variants. For the 128GB storage, 9,999 pesos ang kanyang SRP. Tapos yung 256GB of storage naman is priced at 10,999 pesos. May mga early bird prices din sila guys, from which I will be putting sa description box in case na syempre gusto nyong makamura. So yun lamang, and let me know guys if gusto nyo rin na pag-usapan natin yung bago nilang Realme Note 50. Kauna-una ang phone nila from their Note series na pag-uusapan natin if ever. So yun, kung may mga katanungan pa kayo na gustong malaman, let me know lang as always. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary, and see you on our next video. Bye!